Hey, good morning everybody. We're back in the kitchen again. This is Cooking with Bob, Lucky Dog Productions version of Poor Man's Lobster. And I saw this recipe, how to make poor man's lobster. Actually, you just use fish, but hey, everybody knows Bob's poor, and Bob's got to make poor man's lobster. So this is Cooking with Bob's version, Poor Man's Lobster. Alright, what I'm using is cod. This is Pacific cod fillets, and I got a 1 pound bag. I think it was less than $5 for a 1 pound bag, and so that's what we're going to use for our lobster. We'll be using like a 1/4 cup of salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, and we're going to put like a half a stick of butter in it. We'll also be melting butter to dip the lobster in. I'll put half a lemon in the water. And when we're done with it, we're going to sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika. And I'm going to put a little garlic in my butter sauce there. So these are ingredients, pretty simple ingredients. And so let's get started. So what I've done here, I've filled a pan here, got some water, and we're getting ready to bring it to a boil. And we'll be adding the ingredients to it here next. Alright, so we have our ingredients all ready here. So we're going to put in our 1/4 cup of salt, 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to put in half a stick of butter, and then we're going to squeeze the juice of a half a lemon. I guess the lemon changes the structure of the fish, makes it more lobster-like. So that's basic ingredients. Now we just got to wait and bring it to a boil. Alright, I'm going to be taking some garlic and put it just through my garlic press and put that into my butter, and then we'll melt that down. This will be the butter that we're going to be using to dip our lobster in. Alright, now we're going to take our fish or fake lobster, and we're just going to cut this in about inch and a half strips here, and this will be our thing. It was a little frozen, so I'm going to use a serrated knife as soon as I find one. The frozen, it'll melt into the once we get it in the hot boiling water. But see, we're going to cut this in like little lobster tail strips. Is basically what we're doing here. And this will be all prepared to put in the pot, turn into a fake lobster. Alright, now we're going to start adding, this is our chunks, these are all our chunks of cod or our fake lobster. We're going to start adding them to the pot here. And what we'll want to do, we don't want to stir these or nothing. We just want to put them in here and just let them boil themselves down. Now, when you'll know they're done is they'll come floating to the surface, and then you know that they are finished. And so we're just going to add them all here, or at least add as many as we can here until the pot overflows. And so basically, again, all we have in here is 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna steam my lens up. 1/4 cup of sugar. We got a half a lemon. We've got half a stick of butter, and that's about it. Lemon, sugar, salt. I said a 1/4 cup of salt and a 1/4 cup of butter. And now we're just going to let them boil here until they all start floating, and then we'll start taking them off. Alright, the little fake lobster pieces are just beginning to float to the surface. And you don't want to stir or nothing, because you could break them apart and just have a mushy thing. So what your goal is to go ahead and just let them come all the way to the surface. And when they float to the surface, that means they're done. Like this one right here, looks like it's starting to float. Let's pull this out and look at this. Will be our test piece right here on the plate, and we're going to just sprinkle with just a little bit of paprika that's the first one. I think they're all beginning to float now, so we're going to start taking them out. Alright, there's our fake lobster. It's all done out of pop. Put a little bit of paprika on top of it. We're going to add some butter with garlic in it melted down. We're going to just drizzle that over top of all the lobster pieces there. So they're going to be drenched in butter, just like lobsters should. And I'm going to put them over here into a bowl, and we're going to give them a try. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try one. Oh man, it's just like lobster. Can't beat that, and it's cheap. I hope that my fake lobster or poor man's lobster video helped you out. You'll have to give it a try. It came out really good. It was, like I said, about $5 for about a pound, be like a pound of lobster. I don't know what a lobster costs nowadays. Yeah, I think you can buy lobster tails, but this is fun trying it out. It was very good. Hey, if you enjoyed my Cooking with Bob video, Lucky Dawg Production, it's the division of Lucky Dawg Production. Well, we're all the same, really. Try to fake it, didn't I? Anyways, hey, if you're not subscribed, hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. We'll put up all kinds of videos, cooking videos, and all kinds of things. So by subscribing, you'll be notified when I have a new video up. And so we'll see you guys again the next time.